Guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gbemi. I'm a Nigerian lifestyle vlogger based here in Lagos, Nigeria. I am a new mom, first time mom of one to an adorable little baby girl, Miss Ruby. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by, and if you're returning back to my channel, thank you for always being here, you loyal gang people. So today guys, I will be sharing with you some tips that I have learned as a first time mom, just sharing these tips with you guys who are expecting or currently pregnant or just had a baby. Basically just first time mom tips that I feel like I should share with people for you guys to know that have helped me and that I realized as a first time mom. So if you want to know what those tips are, just keep watching. So the first tip I have for you guys, whether you're expecting or you're pregnant right now or you just want to know, is that do your research and find out about C-sections and vaginal births. Yes, before you come for me, it is very important to do your research on those type of births, including induction and all that good stuff, because you don't want to be caught unawares. Yes, everybody always says God forbid, I don't want to have C-section, everybody wants to be a Hebrew woman, yada 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 yada. Please, my dears, educate yourself, because anything like happen any time. The stories of people that I know went into labor, normal labor, you know, were in labor, started dilating from 1 centimeter, got to 10 centimeter, and the baby could not come out. So they had to eventually do a C-section. So it wasn't like the person planned it, the person not planned it, that's just the way it works. I know people want to have vaginal birth so that they can know the experience and everything, but please, my dear, educate yourself on C-section, educate yourself on an induction, so that you will not be caught unawares. So the second tip I have for you guys is that you should not indulge yourself or immerse yourself in the horrible things that could go wrong during labor and delivery. So yes, people have a lot of stories. I mean, I watch a lot of people's labor and delivery stories on YouTube, here on YouTube. So yeah, and even videos, like people put videos, there are even some very gory videos out there. Yes, you can watch all those things, but don't immerse yourself in the horrors of it, in the horrible stories, because the way I see it and what I've noticed is that psychology kind of comes into play. And I know of people, I'm sure you guys even know of people, that just because they keep thinking of this horrible thing that might happen to their child when they give birth or during labor and delivery, it ends up happening. Like, I don't know how that works, but it ends up happening. So don't immerse yourself in all those horror and say, oh my god, will my baby have jaundice, will my baby this, oh my god, what if the baby doesn't come out crying? Don't do that to yourself. Don't just it's nice to have an idea of, okay, these are things that could go wrong, but don't immerse yourself in them. Think positive. Think of the beautiful things. Think of a beautiful labor and delivery. Think of an advice a friend of mine gave me was, imagine yourself during Thanksgiving, during the baby's dedication, carrying your baby in your arms and dancing. And I kept imagining that all the time. So please, don't kill yourself, please. The next tip I have for you guys is find out what works for you. So basically you will get a whole lot of advice. In fact, what I'm giving you guys right now is advice. So when you are pregnant, people will tell you this, tell you that. Even when you give birth, everybody will give you one advice or the other. My sister, find out what works for you, because what works for A will not work for B. Like, one advice I got a lot when I was pregnant or when I had just given birth was, oh, you need to nap when the baby is napping. So as soon as the baby naps, you need to just start napping, because when the baby is up, you won't be able to sleep again. And I'm there like, okay, so the baby naps and I'm looking at the 1 million things that I have to do. I have to wash my clothes, I have to take a bath, I have to wash my hair, I have to maybe cook to eat, I have to take care of the house, to look tidy. If you're on YouTube, you want to make videos, to upload. Like, there's so many things. Yes, there are people that will say, oh, forget about all those things and just nap, because napping is what is very important for you. You need to be alive to be able to take care of your child. Yoruba people will say, "Okun inu la fi n gbe tita." So when you are strong inside, you'll be able to be strong. Excuse me, it did not work for me. I'm sorry. It did not. Like, there were a few times that my baby would nap that I would nap, but they were just things that I had to do. It wasn't every time that the baby was napping that I had to nap, because I had things to do. So find out what works for you. Every baby is different. Every child is different. So you can embrace the advice that people give you, but just take the one that works for you and, helps you. Which brings me to my next tip for few first-time moms is ask for help if you need it. I have seen a whole bunch of videos talking about you don't need to get out self, you should raise your child by yourself, you are lazy if you cannot do it by yourself. You are not superwoman. I'm telling you, you are not superwoman. Look, listen, I have never appreciated my mom more than the way I appreciate, like, she was everything. Like, I literally would wake up and my breakfast is already ready. Like, it's crazy, but that was how it was. And yes, people say, oh, people will come and do omugwo for you and everything, even after they leave. Because when we came back to Nigeria, my mom went to her husband's house. Her husband had missed her now, so she had to go to her husband's house. And I was now left alone. And my husband was going to work. And I needed help. And so I had to get the help. If you need help, speak up. Ask people for help. You are not superwoman. If you know that there's some people that fine, they can do bad all by themselves, they can do everything by themselves, like wake up in the morning, bath the child, cook for the child, cook for themselves, do everything, clean the house, clean for their husband, yada yada yada. They can do all that. If you cannot do it, especially for your mental sake, please don't try to show anybody that you are superwoman. If you need help, and it doesn't even have to do with having a physical help, it could just be, oh, I cannot cook. For example, right, when I came back after having my baby, I could not cook, so I had to buy food. And my husband said was okay with it, very okay. We wouldn't be the one to say, please, can you remind that person that we need to egusi soup in the house, or we need okra soup. I had to buy food. Don't kill yourself, like, because you have a child. Let me tell you something. I know somebody, a woman who gave birth in America. She lives in a state I don't want to mention. Guess what she did? She sent for help from Nigeria, and she was paying the help every month. She was paying the help every month until she got to a point where she knew that she could handle the kids by herself, and then the person went back to Nigeria. Breastfeeding, breastfeeding, breastfeeding. Don't be ashamed to give your baby formula if it is not working for you. That is the advice. Fun fact, guys, when I had my baby, like 2 months or so before I had my baby, I had a bunch of friends that had their babies. The period I had my baby, I had friends that had their babies. In fact, I know somebody, I don't want to mention her name, we had our child on the same day. And then after I had my baby, I still had friends that still had babies too. So I'm surrounded with a whole bunch of friends that have newborns. We just thank God. God is good, and we thank God for all the blessings. Listen, so we always talk to each other. A lot of those, my friends, a lot of them are giving their babies formula because that's what works for them. At the end of the day, it has to be that your baby is eating. Don't kill yourself because you cannot breastfeed or because your milk is not coming. I have a friend that she started breastfeeding, but when she gave birth to her baby, she wasn't lactating enough, so they had to start the baby on formula. So she really wanted to breastfeed, and then she started pumping and everything, but everything wasn't just working out. We will give you all the pumping tips and lactating this, and people spend so much on lactation consultants and they are crying and everything, but it's just not working. If that is you and it is not working for you, that's fine. There is no shame in giving your baby formula. The most important thing is that the first couple of breast milk that comes out, the colostrum and everything, your baby gets it. It's just basically to boost their immune system. If your baby then is not see, I was still chatting with somebody yesterday. She told me that at 4 months, she's on YouTube. Yeah, I don't want to mention her name. She knows herself. At 4 months, her baby stopped taking breast milk by himself. Like, he just stopped. I was like, what? It just stopped. I mean, she wants him to continue. She wishes he would continue. But the baby said, no, I don't want again. Do you get? So what does she then do? If you know that it is formula that you can give your baby, as long as the baby has the nutrients that the baby is supposed to have, still keep breastfeeding your baby. If it is once or twice a day that you can breastfeed your baby, but don't kill yourself because of it. They are also, on the other hand, I also have friends, I even have two of them. Oh God of mercy. Lucky ladies. Their babies are actually like a few weeks apart. One of them pumped 600 ml in one sitting. When she told me, she said, Gbemi, I pumped 600 ml in one sitting. I told her that, do you know that people are pumping 1,000 in a day? You are pumping 600 in one sitting, like in one pump. Do you know how lucky you are? Another one told me about how she pumped 900 ml in a day. I was like, see, even me that I've been running a skater and I'm, trying to pump so much, and I thank God for that. What I am actually pumping is enough for my baby. I don't think I've ever pumped 900 ml in a day. I don't think so. Maybe once or twice. What? So everybody's bodies are different. They're going to respond differently. Breastfeeding formula, as long as your baby is eating and your baby is healthy, that is the most important thing. And you yourself, you have your sanity. Saying as a way, that's the most important thing, guys. And that tip I have for you guys, especially expecting mothers, is don't buy too much newborn clothes. Somebody had asked me this question, that how much clothes should newborns should you buy for newborns? Listen, number one, you don't even know what your baby is going to weigh, how big your baby is going to be. There are some babies that they don't even fit in newborn clothes. There are some babies that newborn clothes is way too big for them. So when you are baby shopping what's in your hospital bag and buying things in advance, please don't buy too much newborn clothes. Just buy maybe like 4 or 5, or maybe like the first week, and then from there you can know whether you're going to buy more or not. My baby used a newborn sizes till she was almost 2 months. Yeah, she was about 1 month and some weeks, and then she wasn't yet 2 months, and that was when she grew out of her newborn sizes, and I was like, wow. And so she had to start wearing her 0 to 3 months clothing. But there are also babies that till they're 3 months, they're still wearing their newborn clothes. So babies are really different, but don't spend so much money on newborn clothes. Which leads to my next point, that don't buy every baby gear that you see online. I have a video about useless items that people bought that did not work for them. Go and check it out. I'll link it in the card up here. Don't buy every baby gear that you're saying, oh, Kinikon Duna stroller. I wanted to buy the Duna stroller. It was so attractive. When I saw the money, I said, you know what? We're not doing we're not doing this. No. Don't buy every baby gear that you're just going to waste money. Remember that after you have this baby, you and your husband are still going to eat though. You don't want to come and be soaking Gary. Gary is not going to be good when you are breastfeeding. No, it's not going to give you plenty nutrients like that though. So please don't buy every baby gear. Oh, Snoo. Hey, hello bassinet. Oh, Genie diaper. Oh, Kinikan. Oh, this babies, especially your Nigerian babies, you'll be shocked that all they want to do is just for you to back them and use Oja on them, and they are fine. Another tip I have for you guys is to write things down. I did that a lot, especially in the first weeks of having my baby. So I was trying to record like how many times she was pooping, how many times she was feeding. I tend to always forget, like they always say if you feed on this boob, the next time try to feed on this boob. I always forget whichever hand that I carry her on is where I will feed her from. So I started writing things down and like journaling basically. It doesn't even have to be a book. I just use the notes section of my phone, and I just write it down like, oh, at this time she fed this, at this time she fed this, because I was making sure that my baby was eating every 2 hours. So yeah, and then I poop, I was recording it, how many times was she pooping, because you just need to know that things are, they are fine and they are going on well. And when you go for your hospital visits, your doctors will ask. So you don't want to be saying, be like say. Next tip I have for you guys is always listen to your mind, to your heart. Mommy's instincts are so real. They are so real. Like they are so real. I can't even start to explain. They are so real. So always listen to your mind, always listen to your heart. If you're placing your baby in a place and something is telling you, if you place her here, she will fall, please listen to it. Don't say, ah, no, this one is there. Don't, just listen to it. If you're trying to burp your baby and somebody is telling you, ah, if you burp her like that, she's going to cough out, just listen to that instinct. Like, don't second guess mommy instincts. When you get those instincts, listen to your heart and run with it. Another tip I have for you guys is study what works for your baby. So if it's like diapers or wipes and all that stuff, what works for your babies. I know a couple of moms love to use water wipes. A lot of moms will say, a friend of mine was telling me that no, Huggies does not work for a baby, or that she, in fact, when he pees like this, everything will just do these pampers that works for our babies. Meanwhile, me, that you're looking at me, I swear by Huggies. Like, you can't tell me anything. I can't. Everybody has been trying to tell me that she gotta buy more Fix, the Nigerian brand. I was like, I don't know. Maybe if I cannot get Huggies in the market again, or maybe if I'm broke, is when I'm going to get more Fix. But for now that I can still afford it and my baby loves it, I went to go, and when I came back, I went to get the Huggies Snug and Dry. So find out what works for your babies, because a lot of babies have like rashes from you may be trying to, I want to get this imported something, I want to get this, I want to get that, but your baby actually does not like it. Like, they are reacting to it, it's giving them rashes here and there. So don't do that to yourself. Just study your baby and get what works for them. If it's water wipes that works for them, fine. If it is regular Angel, you know, that Angel pack of wipes that works for them, that's fine. Same thing with formula. Find out what works for your baby. If it's Similac, if it's Enfamil, I hope it's not Enfamil or Aftamil, because they are expensive. But if it's Similac, if it's Enfamil, if it's Enfamil, if it is the Nigerian good old SMA Gold or NAN, wrong with it. Another tip I have for you guys is that you are not a bad mom. As much as you think that, oh, you're not doing something right, maybe your baby is not eating enough, or you're not breastfeeding enough, or your baby is not sleeping well or something, you're not a bad mom. I'm sure you're trying everything. You're trying as much as possible. You're trying everything that you can do. So just continue. Don't worry. God is with you. Eventually, this is just a phase and it's going to pass. Just picture when your baby is 18 years old, entering college or graduating from college, and they are on stage saying, I dedicate this diploma degree to my mama. Just imagine that. So it's just a phase that is going to pass eventually. Another tip that I have for you guys is that try as much as possible to distract yourself from baby things most of the time. So find a hobby, find something that you can do. Like, I love to do YouTube. So right now Tisha is watching TV with her dad in the living room, and this is my happy place, recording and sharing tips and advice with you guys. This is what I love to do. So find something that you love to do that, you know, will take your mind off baby and everything, and, you know, just a couple of hours in a day, it is good for your sanity. And the last but not the least point that I have for you guys: take care of yourself. Stop comparing yourself. Don't compare your baby with another baby. Like, don't do that. Don't say, this baby is already crawling, why is my baby not yet crawling, or this baby is already talking, why is my baby not? Don't see. Every child is different. I said that at the beginning. Every child is different. Every child is unique, and God created every child to come to this earth to do different things, different exploits. So do not compare yourself with another child or with another baby. Also, take good care of yourself. Your mental health is very important. Postpartum depression is real. It is real. So many women go through it every now and then. So please try as much as possible not to put yourself in that position to be depressed. So that is all the tips that I have for first time moms. That was a lot, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you have tips that you want to share that I did not mention for other first time moms, I'm sure they are in the comment section reading, because I get a lot of questions. So please drop them, things that you have learned. If you're moms, if you're expecting, just drop them in the comment section so that other people can read. Anyways, I will call this person as my mom. So thank you guys for watching this video. Do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, and do not forget to share with everybody that you know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.